morning. We're here in the Castle Court Hotel, our main sponsors, and we're having a chat this morning with the three captains of the junior teams just to get going for the season. Their league campaign for the Super League team and the Premier League team kick off this week. I think the C team have another cup game. They're going well in all the cups, so it's great to be able to sit here with the three guys this morning and have a chat. We've got a mixed bag, as you can see, around the table of some extreme youth, some middle of the road stuff, and then we've got the old guy. But so we'll have a chat with the guys this morning and see what's happening with each of the teams, see what's going on and see what their thoughts are for the season. But I'd like to first of all put it out to the table about maybe what it means to be a captain of one of the junior teams in the club, where it came about, what they've done with it, stuff like that. So hopefully we'll get some insights into what goes on in a captain's head on match day or in general around the club. So I suppose we could start with Gary. We all know he's the captain. He's been there and led them for a long time. So Gary, for you, like being the captain of Westport United, what's that about for you?
Oh, it's an honour. It's a huge honour. I still remember it was the night Joe Lawless passed it on to me. I was still in shock. Even the next day I had to ring him and said, "Are you sure?" It's just a tradition, I suppose, in the club that Brian Kennedy gave to him, and Joe passed it on to me when he thought the time was right, and I'll do the same. But just what it means, it's, as I said, it's an honour, it's a privilege, just to be leading the team out with our team. So many good players, so many leaders on the pitch anyway, that often you never know actually who is the captain of the team on the day, because it's just performances and everything.
Oh, we know, Gary.
Yeah, I know you.
We hear you.
Yeah. But just the role of it, I suppose there's so much on the pitch as well as off the pitch. You're becoming a player, kind of welfare kind of fella as well, to kind of help lads out that they might want to go to management, but they'll come to you and have a chat and say, listen, or if they want something for the team, they'll say it to you. So you're always a voice for them, but I suppose over the couple of years it's kind of developed as well that there's been a group of us now that I can run things by as well, and it's great to have just for experience, and kind of even then for seeing who might take it on next. You're seeing what people are capable of and what their ideas are like, and if they're in the right place for it. More stuff off the pitch. I was on the committee for 3 years. It helped because you have to understand how the club is ran off the pitch as well, because you will get lads saying, "Oh, can we get this done? Can we get that done?" And you're like, "Hold on, pull it back a small bit." You have to think about every team in the club and just about the club as well. So you have that kind of knowledge as well. It helps.
Yeah, I suppose to be fair, you would be seeing, okay, we see you on a Saturday and a Sunday and you have the armband on and you're the team captain, but in fairness, around the place we have seen that you're a club captain too. I mean, we had some stuff going on that we won't get into, but where you had to kind of lead men through awful times too, and it was more of a club captain role than a team captain role, which is nice. It's good, and it's good to see, and it's good to see that young players and players that have come into the club kind of only over the last few years can see that there is that person there. Yeah. It's a nice thing. Yeah? It's a very nice thing, actually.
I think it's just part of it. It's if you're going to be captain of the team, you have to have the love for the club.
Good. So Kieran, thanks Gary. Kieran, tell us about you and your journey to be captain of the Premier League team.
I have been playing with the B team for the last 5 years, and it was just when Joe took it on this year. He called me before the season started and asked me would I do it, and I am really proud to do it. I don't think I've had as much of a story really as Gary has with it. I haven't been in the club as long, and I've been handed down to players and stuff. I know Michal did it for a good few years there. But I'm really proud to do it. There's a lot of players that have played on that B team for a good few years, so you're never really stuck for a voice in the dressing room. There's a lot of people step forward, and you get a lot of help with it. So,
I think even I was around when you kind of came into the club, and in fairness to you, you bedded in very quick and you became a bit of a leader in the group, so maybe that was just maturity or experience, it's probably a natural thing.
Yeah, it's just old age.
You're doing alright.
He was up at the first team.
He was. You've been in and out of the first team over a couple of years with different managers as well, which I suppose helps. Yeah, maybe Joe looked at that a bit of experience and thought, well, there's a guy who was in and around that bunch.
Yeah.
Because there is some really good young players in that B team too that probably need that bit of guidance and a bit of experience.
The squad that we have there is unbelievable at the moment, and that's from every position, from goalkeepers up to strikers and everything in between, So they probably do need that guidance, but there's a lot of them have come through the C team and have obviously been coached great in underage and with the C team there, so it's really good to see.
Good. So we get on to Killian. Killian, out of the three captains here today, you have, well, we say an enviable job or an unenviable job? Because you're a young man,
Yeah.
starting out. The two boys are kind of, they're really experienced, they do their thing. But you're a young man, only starting out,
Yeah.
and you're captaining a team with some ex-junior international players, FAI Junior Cup winners, and just legends of the club like Vinny O'Malley, Danny Scahill, Osti O'Malley. Who else?
Your man Hogan, what's his name?
Oh, Dave Hogan. Yeah, we do forget about him sometimes. But that's a big honour for a young man. So how do you feel about it?
Oh, it's a huge honour. A lot of great players, like you've mentioned, in the team, who are more than capable of taking the captain's role. So it's an honour that Michael picked me to do it. When there's a lot of good youth players as well that's been in the club for a long time. So yeah, it's a great honour to be captaining them, and hopefully we can do good with this season as well.
Yeah, I think the feeling around the C team is very positive. Yeah, and we've all kind of been down there a couple of times to see you, and yeah, it's going well. So, so tell me about before the match when the captain has to do his bit, and you're looking up and you look around and you've got who are seen as the starlets coming through, and then you've got these guys who've done it all. What's it like to kind of give them a bit of a G up?
It's big, and you kind of have to talk to both of them the same, because we're on the same team now. No matter what their past is or what's going to be new for the young players, we're on the same team. We all look out for each other. It's all just about rallying each other up for the game, just working as a team and all. So yeah, it's a good honour to be captaining and giving them the team talk before games.
Good, and the vibe is good we won't say the dressing room because we can't be in there at the moment, but around the group, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a great vibe. The older players are bringing through a lot of experience for us as well, and then the young players are all just vibrant activity and stuff. So yeah, it's a good mix. Going well.
Right. So I suppose we move on to the season. What's your thoughts for the season, Gary? And maybe coming off the back of what was disappointing last year, because in fairness you were going so well, everything seemed to be ticking along nicely, and then bang, listen, it happened to the whole world. So
that's it.
But
I think we've just unfinished business from last year, because we 8 from 8 in the league, we were flying. We weren't seen as a team that were going to do well that year. From the outside, we were being told, Ballina were the ones to watch out for, and that was it. And even when we went up to play Ballina that day, we weren't favourites, we were missing players, we were down, but I think it just showed the kind of state we were in, that we're in such a good shape we could put anyone on the pitch, and we were going to get results. So when we came out there with results, we were so positive, and then we had one more game against Clonmara. Fair enough, didn't go so well, whether it was shocking anyway, but then obviously the lockdown hit. So we went 9 months without a competitive game, and only got back there for the cup game. So the pre-season when we started back was good, great squad. We were wondering where everyone was going to commit, but numbers were still high every week. It was brilliant. It was great that people stuck to their word. And we're just in a good shape that everyone was fighting for position. You could put any 11 on and you expect the same result. Then fortunately 2 weeks there without the game kind of hit us a bit when we had to play Ballyglass there on Thursday night. You could see the lack of match games, but now we've got that out of the way. First game tomorrow against Glen Hest, and I think we're in good shape. Will
I ask the question?
That's the question.
What's the goal this year?
The goal is to win everything. There's no hiding it like that. We're not going out just to win a league and maybe compete in the cups. We're going to win everything. That's our goal. We're going to have tough games. You want to win every game. Not every game is going to be easy, but we have to understand that you're going to have tough games that are going to maybe go down to the last minute, and maybe need the last minute winner. The teams that we know when they play against us, it's their cup final at times. Unfortunately, that's the way, and they are well up for it just to stop us playing. So we have to expect that. We saw it last Thursday. We're expecting it tomorrow. We're expecting it every week. But at the end of the day, we still have the same goals to win everything. And there's no hiding that. So.
I'm moving on then. Maybe I'm just looking at the beautiful sunshine here in Westport. I'm thinking back to a day last year in the external cups where on any other day we maybe were heading for a junior cup semi-final. Is there expectation for that group to really push on this year and have a right good rattle at it?
2 years in a row we're in the quarterfinals, and to go out in extra time in both games, it's just heartbreaking, but it kind of makes you a bit stronger to say, right, this is where we're at, and this is where we want to get to. We see ourselves up as a team that can win it, and there's no reason why we can't, and we have the squad that we have, and we played teams in the pre-season. We played Fairview who won the Junior Cup last year. Okay, we bet them down there. There might have been out of games. It was our second game as well. Like, you know, we showed that we can play against them. There's no fear factor there anymore, and I think if we can just go in, you know, confident, we're capable of beating anyone. You know.
Good, good. Thanks, Gary. Kieran, we'll put you on the spot now.
Yeah.
So, how has it been for the build up to the season and kind of, again, same as with Gary, what ultimately, I'm sure as a group you've discussed everything and you've kind of set yourself some goals. So.
Yeah, we're in the same boat. We've 2 cup semi-finals now that we put on the back burner because they're not going to be played until later on in the season. So the main focus is on Fahy this evening and getting off to a good start with the league. Our pre-season was ideal. We had 6 weeks with Kieran McCrone there, and he put everyone through the paces. So the pre-season has been perfect. I suppose we're in a lucky position. We've played a game, I'd say, every weekend now since, I don't know, the last 6 weekends, so we'd no time off for games that were put off or anything like that, so that's always good to just keep it moving until you go into the league. But yeah, our goal is to try win everything as well, you know. We'll focus on Fahy this evening and then we'll think about the other games after that.
And how has things been under your new manager Joe and Eamon that's come in as well?
Yeah,
so it's a whole new setup there.
Yeah,
so.
the setup there is brilliant. Eamon and Joe and John Hastings has come on board as well. I suppose it lets the lads just focus on what areas they wanted. Like Joe and Eamon are coaching there, Kieran is doing all the running and fitness work with us. So it's really good.
Players can be players then. And
yeah,
in fairness, there was a lot of work done by players to kind of juggle a few bits. So that's great that there's kind of a mirror image happening now and it's happening all the way down to the C team as well, because I know Michael has kind of gone back for experience and got Alan McLaughlin in to help him. So it's great that it seems to be bouncing around and it's all set up.
I think even going on last year, like we've just strengthened really from last year. Anyone that was there last year is still involved in it, and we've just added more to it. So, like we finished we were in I think 4th when it was called off last year.
And you were going okay at that stage too, yeah.
So hopefully, we'll kick off well this evening and bring it into the rest of the league as well.
So Killian, without putting pressure on old people like Dave Hoban and those people, what's been happening with the C team and what's the goal there?
Same as really, try and win every game, play good football when we win it, try and win every cup game, every league game, go as far as we can with the team, and just bringing on the young players as well, people my age, and keep giving the run out for the older ones as well, giving them minutes on the pitch and stuff, because we need the experience from them. So yeah, just working hand in hand with the older ones and the younger ones, just trying to do the best we can this season and just play good football going forward. So yeah.
And then I suppose at 17, is it ultimately your goal if we're sitting here in 3-4 years time that you're sitting where Gary is sitting?
Oh, definitely, yeah. That'd be playing with the A team, definitely a goal of mine going forward in the future.
Yeah, it seems it's good that way, that it seems to be there is players in the C team ready to go B. There's probably players in the B team ready when Mickey needs them to come through. It's really good. It's positive. It's healthy. So I suppose overall, lads, we're looking for you 3 guys to have your hands laden down with silverware this year. Is that really the ultimate goal?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't see why it shouldn't be. I mean, the start has shown that the 3 teams are capable. So it's really good. It's positive.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Great night out in January.
The which?
Awards night, like it was a great night out.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. Well, thanks for your time this morning, lads, and the best of luck for the season ahead.
Cheers.
Thank you.